All right, welcome back, kings and queens. Y'all, today we are talking Kim Zolziak. Let me tell you something. Kim Zolziak in another life must have been what's the name? A basset hound. Because let me tell you something. Kim can sniff out the money, baby. She be getting to the money and everybody mad. Kim has found her an upgrade of a Croy Bierman. Kim be getting to the money, so much so that she's been subpoenaed to testify in a $100 million divorce proceeding in court. The lady said, "Oh, hell no. If you're going to be messing with my husband and think you're about to cut me out of my share, then you have another thing coming." But you can't be mad at Kim. It is something about Kim Zolciak that those rich men like. Now, typically, as women, we're trained. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I call BS. I call BS because Kim Zolciak, and y'all, I'm being very sarcastic, okay? I'm being very sarcastic. Kim Zolciak is out here outside running circles around these rich men. She had Big Papa. She drained Croy Bierman dry. Listen, took him for all he had as a young lad. And now she's on to the next one. We're going to talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
So I am quoting my source as TMZ. TMZ just be getting all the tea. But here's the deal. This is how we're gonna break this thing down. A woman named Jillian Green sent legal documents to Kim calling on her to provide a disposition in her divorce case with Kyle Mowitz. Kyle Mowitz is the married man going through a divorce who's cheating or was cheating on his wife with Kim. Now, let's be very clear. Kyle chose Kim. They are very much together while he is still married. I'm going to show you a video. Jillian is believed to be the estranged wife of Kyle. Kim like her some K's, don't she? She done went from a Croy to a Kyle. So she keeps the letter K with 4 letters. Croy, Kroy, Kyle, Kyle. Okay? K4. That's what we're going with. Now, Jillian said, "You're not going to play with me. Because if you're going to sleep with my husband, then we're going on record about it. As a matter of fact, I need you to pull up to the courthouse because I need all of your communications between you and my husband. I need text, I need audio, I need phone calls. I am going to subpoena you and I'm going to get to the bottom of it because you will not sleep with my husband and not think that I'm not going to get my lick back." Okay. Jillian said, "I need all kind of information from you." Now, according to TMZ, sources with direct knowledge tells us that Kim and Kyle are an item. Well, I knew that. I saw the videos. That's crazy. Do y'all not I know y'all say married men are some of the most single men, but I'm gonna have to put some of these women on blast too. If you know a man is married, what y'all are saying, "Oh, it's the man's fault." I'm holding everybody accountable, okay? Kim knew this man was married. Kim has 6 children, y'all. This is ridiculous, but she's outside. So what can I say? We're also told that Kim Zolciak and Kyle started dating in the spring of 2025 in April or May, and they seem to be very happy together. I bet you are. I bet you are, Mr. Kyle, because Kim understands the assignment. You better ask a Big Papa. You better ask Croy. And the assignment is getting to the bag, sir. And she just may bleed you dry. And if and when she does, we don't want to hear anything about it because you've been warned. Yeah, according to those that are close to them, they say Kim and Kyle are really serious. They spend a lot of time together. But Kim keeps her Ponderosa on one part of town, but a lot of times she's at Kyle's house, okay? Yeah, let me tell you what she do. Pardon my language, but hoes do hoe shit. Kim understands the assignment. Kim is over there doing everything underneath the sun to keep his attention sexually. in order to get to the bag. Kim knows exactly what she's doing. She is a professional at this. So move out the way, folks. Okay, now according to the sources, Kim and Kyle did not cheat on their spouses. There is no overlap. They didn't cheat. This is a really authentic, genuine, clean relationship. And that Kim, according to Kim's friends, waited 20 months after she filed for divorce before she jumped back into the dating scene. I don't believe it because I don't believe it. Do y'all remember or do you recall when Kim and Croy were having like really bitter times and they kept calling the police to their house. And Croy talked about her cheating on him and seeing all of these rich men that she would lie about, and then she would leave the house and go on these trips. I don't believe Kim kept it squeaky clean. No, sir. No, ma'am. I don't believe it. Kim was messing with Big Papa while he was married. A leopard does not change their spots, okay? You can't tell me otherwise. And I could be wrong. And if so, I'll come back and I will apologize. But it looks like Kim is outside. And honey, if the price is right, she will come on down. Now, according to a disposition from Jillian and Kyle's divorce, Jillian testified she kissed another man. Oh, Jillian, you outside too? Jillian, Jillian said that she kissed another man during a Vegas trip in May of 2024. Jillian also testified during the disposition that Kim had nothing to do with the demise. Oh, okay. So Jillian said she's not blaming Kim, that Kim had nothing to do with the demise of Jillian's and Kyle's marriage. Girl, to your knowledge. But okay. Then why is she subpoenaed? Jillian, I'm confused. Hold on, Jillian. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I have to say, Jillian, because what's the point of subpoenaing, of issuing a subpoena for her to release and give you all or submit all of her metadata as it relates to her communicating with your husband, if you don't believe that she is the cause for the demise of the marriage, right? Unless you are trying to placate her and make her feel comfortable until you get to the bottom of things. So I don't know. Let's talk about it a little bit more and see if this thing starts to make sense. Well, listen, here's where it gets really interesting, right? So it didn't just stop at Kim. It didn't stop there with this whole mess between this married man, this married and his wife and Kim. Croy. Croy's name is actually mentioned on a disposition. Croy apparently reached out to the wife, the lady who subpoenaed Kim and her divorce, and he wanted to warn the lady about Kim. This is what the lady placed in her disposition. Y'all, this is giving low vibrational energy. This is giving ghetto, the ghetto of it all, okay? Y'all can't talk about us. But anywho, Jillian was disposed in the case back in June. And she testified that Croy actually called her to share his concerns. First of all, how did you get her phone number? Croy, damn. You know, let me go off topic for a second. Croy, Kim really did a number on Croy. Kim really broke that man. When you talk about breaking the spirit of a horse, breaking the spirit of a man, she broke him. She lured him in like a Jezebel, satisfied him sexually like Samson and Delilah, and took him for everything he had. And only when he had nothing else left, she decided it was no longer working and she began to mind fuck him. Do you understand what I'm saying? She conducted psychological warfare on him. Kim, you got to be careful. But when you are weak and you allow your penis to do the thinking, this is the outcome. Croy called this woman to share his concerns about his ex-wife regarding Kim dating this lady's husband. Croy, you're out of line. I get it, but it is not a good look whatsoever at all. Jillian Green claimed that Croy told her Kim Zolziak would drain money from Kyle, saying Kim already put deliveries of groceries from Instacart on his credit card. How do you know this, Croy? If you guys are divorced, what are you doing? Snooping? Jillian said Croy warned her about Kim's mental state, saying he called her a narcissist with a gambling problem who was never around for her children. Assertions which all mirror past legal documents he filed during their divorce proceedings. TMZ, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Jillian said she met Croy on one occasion with the two meeting up at her cousin's house. Why are you I am confused. Dear white people, please come to the front. Help me out. Why would you meet a man you don't know and then meet with him at your cousin's house? Do they not have any local coffee shops where you live? Why would you take him, not knowing his mental state of mind, to your cousin's house? At this point, you can't trust him or Kim. I wouldn't give a damn, but you're not coming to my cousin's house. She said they met there because Croy's a public figure and she didn't want to draw too much attention. Girl, ain't nobody worried about Croy. Y'all better tell her, girl, Croy is not, no, ma'am. We not checking for him like that. Now, at the time of the disposition, Jillian said she and Croy hadn't spoken in months, and she insisted that the two have never been romantically involved. Why are you meeting at your cousin's house? It sounds like a booty call to me, but okay, I digress. And another bizarre twist in this very complicated, messy story, Jillian claimed that Croy told her he sat outside Kyle's house. Croy, what are you doing, y'all? I gotta, what? Croy confessed to Jillian that he sat outside Kyle's house. However, she said she never feared for Kyle's safety at any point. You better. You better. I told you. Kim did a number on Croy. I'm actually worried about Croy. I am. Because I think Croy realizes what happened. I think Croy realizes now that the joke was on him. And if Croy doesn't reel in himself, I'm not calling him a bad guy. I'm just worried about his inability to move forward. He lost everything, y'all, by his choice. He picked the wrong woman. He turned away his family and everything, but that's a whole different story. Okay? That's a whole different story. Damn. Do y'all feel bad for Croy? All right. So this is Kim with her man, Kyle Mowitz, and this is supposed to be a really, really serious relationship. As you can see, this is Kim and Kyle. This is a different angle. And when I tell you they ate his behind up in the comments, they ate him up. They talked so bad about both him and Kim. But listen, y'all, I mean, it is what it is at this point. This is Kim. One thing about Kim, she's going to make sure that her body is on point and she gets as many surgeries as she needs to stay in the game. I told ladies, listen, do we want to use our bodies like that? No, we don't. But I will say this, men are very visual creatures. And if you want to stay in the game, keep your body up. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's the rules of the game. This is Kyle. There we go. Looks like, oh man, oh man. Well, court documents reveal that they caught her slipping. Paparazzi actually not paparazzi. Kim was served the court documents reveal that Kim was served in the parking lot of a Georgia high school on September 30th. And she got to go to court because she got the papers. She's going to be called to the witness stand to testify as a witness between the ongoing divorce between Kyle and Jillian. Okay. She has been asked to turn over all communications with Kyle, hand over receipts or proof of any gifts, trips, or payments from him and or his companies, and provide any contact between Croy and Kyle. Now, here's the thing. Jillian, why do you say Kim is not directly responsible for the demise of the marriage? I think Jillian just may be trying to play nice so that she can get what she needs. Kim's legal team called the subpoena unreasonable, oppressive, and intended to annoy and embarrass her. You know what's oppressive? You know what's unreasonable? The way you did your husband. That's unreasonable.